Hello, Sariah Bastian here. I am with one of my clients, Penny, today, who is just completing her time with us inside of Beyond Breath. And I'm so excited to hear her experience and have her share that with you today. So welcome, Penny.
Thank you.
I'm so happy that you're here. So we work with women inside of Beyond Breath who are wanting to overcome their husband's infidelity and truly shed the rumination, the panic, the fear, the what ifs, the what should I do's that happen with the infidelity. And so Penny's here to share her experience with us today. So Penny, why don't we start by you just telling us what was the main problem that you were experiencing before Beyond Breath?
Questioning my sanity. I was looking for truth where there was none, and doubting who I was as a wife and a mother and a friend and a human being, that I could not have a true relationship.
Totally. Tell me how long you had been questioning your sanity for.
Well, as we call it in Beyond Breath, it's called D-Day. And I found out about that 32 years ago. But it had been we're going on being married for 42 years.
Wow.
And there was a disconnect. As soon as we got married, I felt.
And tell me, in that time, so 32 years, at least from a D-Day, maybe even longer, where you started like feeling something was off. What did you try to do to fix it?
I tried different types of counseling over the years. They addressed the marital problems at the time, but they had never addressed the root cause. They suggested my anger was the issue. They said that I should drop it and to be a good wife. And some of them even suggested divorce.
Wow. And that kept you spiraling.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. Just
always looking for the next fix. What's going to get me through the next few months or the next year?
Wow. So since joining Beyond Breath, what has been the highlight for you?
There's been many, but I would say the first one was to take the love and energy that I was pouring out to others and refocus and balance myself with healthy boundaries for myself. The boundaries were huge. Revelation.
Totally. Yeah. And not the normal boundaries of giving your husband a list of things that he can and can't do, but true boundaries that honor and respect you, that you have control over.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So you've been participating in Beyond Breath in our coaching course for 90 days. What did you learn, or have you learned so far in Beyond Breath that has really transformed things for you?
I think one of the first projects we had was writing my own story. And that was the pivotal activity for myself. It showed me the accountability I had in my life, my marriage, and my relationships. Learning tools, techniques to calm, soften, and be more aware of my body triggers and stressors, and that everything doesn't have to be fixed right now, this instant, has been huge for me. Huge, because I'm a fix-it.
Yep. Yep. How did that work for you before?
Not so good, Sariah, not so good.
Yeah. So tell us, what have been your results within yourself, and then even in your marriage? What have been your results?
My results have been becoming softer, more feminine. That has been huge for me.
Wow.
That has made just huge dynamic changes in my relationships with my children and with my husband. I don't have to know anything what transpired years and years and years ago. That doesn't matter today. That's his problem. That's one thing I learned, that was his issue, and it wasn't mine to fix. and I'm perfect just the way I am.
Mhm.
And I never needed to change who I was to fit a lie that he chose to believe. And so that just brings me peace.
Mhm. Wow, so powerful. How has that affected your marriage?
He went into his own counseling,
Mhm,
which is good for him.
mhm,
We're definitely getting along much better now. We're having real conversations,
mhm,
not me blowing up because I couldn't tell what the truth was, what the truth wasn't. Um,
mhm,
it's comfortable,
mhm,
and he's willing to change.
mhm, mhm. Yeah, he's willing to heal too. I love that.
Yeah.
Mhm,
Oh, absolutely.
mhm. So, for all the women out there who are on the fence about joining us inside of Beyond Breath, what words do you have for them?
Uh, I can only tell him my story. Uh, I called in May and had made up my mind to try that this was going to be the last thing to work on. And because I'd tried other things and it just didn't work.
Mhm,
But within the first 2 days, I had my answer. I dug into the program. This program was different and oh so powerful, Sariah. The program gave me something solid to work with and not somebody else's idea of what possibly could be the problem or
mhm,
another. Just try this and see where it lands, see if it sticks. Fake solution. If I could look each and every woman in their beautiful eyes and tell them this program is the answer, I would.
mhm,
I am healing myself, which is still a work in progress as we never arrive.
mhm.
And I'm healing other significant relationships, like with my adult children. I've learned to listen to my heart and tell myself hard truths. And they can do that with this program. I wish this freedom and joy for every woman who has suffered from this trauma. Ladies, you need to know and understand you are worth more than a lying, destructive relationship and mindset, and freedom is at your fingertips. They need to contact you, Sariah, immediately.
I agree. And how powerful for you to have experienced that. And I mean, I speak with women and I tell them, like, some of the women that I work with have been going through this for decades. And I think that they don't understand the depth of suffering that they will maintain going on the cycle of trying to figure out what the next best thing is or what's going to work for a temporary solution. And this truly fits that piece of consistency and growth and expansion on an individual level, and then that moves into your relationship. Yeah. and
Yeah.
and in 90 days you were in 3 months. That's all it took. 30 years, three
Oh
months
my gosh.
Yeah.
Where were you 30 years
I
ago?
know. Just a little girl.
I know.
Well, thank you, Penny, for sharing your experience with us. I have just loved having you in the program. You have helped so many women with your voice and your questions, and the way that you have just allowed yourself to grow has been just empowering for everybody to watch. So thank you for being here with us. And for all of those of you listening to this, Penny's a real person, real experiences, and she's just one of many inside of the program who experienced this shift and this change and this healing. And it truly is at your fingertips. So if this speaks to you, reach out, get on a call with me or my team, and let's see what we can do for you, because you do not have to suffer like this anymore. Thank you, Penny.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I love you. Thanks for joining us today. Bye-bye.